Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Susan and this is a typical weekday evening in my life. I am a mother of two and I also work full-time. I work in an office Monday to Friday, 8 to 4, and my commute is just about 5 minutes. Not too bad, and I count myself lucky that I was able to find a job that is very close to home. The kids are in after-school care, so I go straight home from work and take this time to unpack, settle in, and get dinner ready before picking up the kids. On days they have lessons, I usually go pick them up right away and then prepare dinner while Ken takes one of them to their lessons. Today they don't have any after-school lessons, so I can actually take my time getting settled in. The first thing I do after putting my work stuff away is actually put our clothes out for the next day. This might seem like a weird thing to do right away, but I find it quite relaxing and I look forward to it when I get home. I find it helps my mind transition from the workday to a fresh new day. So I put my clothes out for the next day and both the kids' clothes for the next day and their PJs for the evening. For the most part, they do wear whatever I put out for them. Avery can be a bit more picky, and if she doesn't want to wear what I put out for her, she is welcome to change it to something she prefers. I really don't care. Next, I wash the dishes from the morning as well as my lunch break. Mornings are so hectic, we don't have time to clean up before heading out for the day, so this is something I do when I get home from work. Now I can finally start prepping for dinner. Today I am trying out a new recipe from Marianne's Kitchen, the creamy chicken and gochujang fettuccine. I'll leave the link to the recipe below. I plan out the meals for the week ahead of time. I work through a mix of recipes from cookbooks, past recipes I've tried and liked, and new recipes I want to try. I'm a process and procedure kind of gal, so I thrive as a recipe cook. Ken is the opposite and likes to cook on the fly. Our routine is that I cook during the week and Ken cooks on the weekends. My job has me home every day by 4 to 4:30, while his job has him working longer hours and his schedule is all over the place. So this routine works for us. And yes, I watch shows while I cook. I don't know how anybody cooks if they aren't watching something at the same time. I am watching my Bravo shows. They're easy to watch while cooking because I can afford to not pay attention or miss something. So I like to prep whatever ingredients I can up until I do the actual cooking. Then I go pick up the kids. It's nice that we can walk to the kids' school. Gives me a chance to get some fresh air and some steps in. Okay, now the kids are home and I can finish cooking dinner. While I'm cooking dinner, I get the kids to work on their Kumon books. They actually have a mix of different types of workbooks, but we just call it Kumon for simplicity. I do not put them in actual Kumon, and I just order these books off Amazon. I try to get them to do it on their own, but sometimes they need our help. I will take breaks to sit with them while they work on their Kumon. And I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, they just got home from school and you're making them do more work? Listen. They've been at aftercare where they've been playing with their friends and doing fun activities. I only assign them a few pages and it's not every night, only when they don't have lessons. They also enjoy doing Kumon. Sometimes I admit they are not in the mood, and if they aren't, I don't push them to do it. I see this as a way to normalize after school work, so when they eventually do start getting homework, it's not a big shock and transition for them. They also take turns practicing piano, which I didn't get a chance to record tonight. Anyways, dinner is ready and it's time to eat. The Gochujang fettuccine was a hit, so I will be saving the recipe in my rotation. Surprisingly, the kids did not find it too spicy either. After dinner, Ken and I clean up the kitchen. He usually tackles the dishes from dinner since I cooked while I put things away. The kids will be taking baths now. Tonight I have to make some macarons. I have a side baking business. I make mainly macarons and cookies. I fit this in my schedule whenever I can. So tonight I will be making macaron shells for an order for Moana themed macarons. I am making Hei, the chicken, and Pua, I think that's how you say his name, the pig, macarons. How fun! While the macarons are baking, I take this time to relax with the kids. We usually end our nights watching YouTube videos together. And no, not YouTube Kids, but we watch a mix of vlogs, music videos, and gaming videos. We watch them together, and this is our time to have conversations and cuddles before bed. Now that the kids are in bed, I am actually going to be FaceTiming with my cousin. We have been watching all the Bravo shows together, and we have regular recap sessions. Right now, we are watching Real Housewives of New York together. I have already seen all of it. She hasn't. Our conversations are basically a podcast without the actual podcast. I love it. It's really an excuse for us to connect and talk about anything and everything, but also laugh about our shows together. After our FaceTime call, I wash my face. I am religious about my skincare routine. I have always struggled with acne, and this year I really put a focus on my skin. It's actually improved a lot. It might not look like it, but trust me, it has. After I change and wash my face, I do my evening stretches. Sitting at a computer all day and baking a lot has caused me to have major back and shoulder pain. I find stretching at night makes a huge difference in how stiff and sore I feel. The macarons are cooled down now, so I packed those babies away and finished cleaning up the kitchen before heading to bed. We used to watch TV before bed, but I found we would end up staying up late / passing out on the couch and snacking on food. So we started just going to bed instead. We don't fall asleep right away. I have been reading again, which I love. I'm currently reading the second book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series. This is A Court of Mist and Fury, and I must say I'm so hooked. Anyways, thanks for joining me this evening. If you like these kinds of videos, give a thumbs up or leave a comment and tell me how you spend your weekday evenings. Take care and good night.